Hey guys, what's up? Cobra Axes and Allies here, presenting to you my finale of my look at all of the neutral armies I have painted up for my Global 36 game. There were a lot of neutral nations that were prevalent in Europe, and along with a lot of nations that ended up joining the Axis and Allied powers during World War II. So, hope you enjoy this final video, and yeah. So, first up, we have the Irish army. They actually had a pretty good-sized army, but they're just represented by this militia here in-game. Here's the Swedish mountain infantry, or Swiss mountain infantry. Pretty cool camouflage scheme they had here. This is the Hungarian infantry. Yeah, a lot of these smaller annexable by Germany nations I kind of didn't want to paint because you know, when Germany comes in and annexes them, they just instantly turn into German forces. But I decided anyways just to paint them up because you know, it looks really cool, you know, during the 1936 late 30s period while they're still there and waiting to be annexed. And if you want, you can always just play with them as just a different skin for the German army, just to see, you know, like how far the, say, Hungarian army can get, you know, before getting wiped out. This is the Denmark standing army, or Danish standing army. Just a militia here and a torpedo boat destroyer. Pretty simple. Yeah. Next up is the Baltic states infantry, one for each one. These get wiped out pretty easily by Russia early in the game, but they're there just to look cool, I guess. These are the Greek infantry and Greek mountain infantry, along with the pretty cool looking Greek destroyer in a period accurate camouflage. And yeah, pretty good standing army, enough to keep Italy out for a while until Germany comes in to help them. Here's the Austrian infantry, another one of those easily annexable nations, but they're there to, you know, stand their ground against the Allies until annexed. Here's the Bulgarian army, just an infantry and a cavalry. This is the Czechoslovakian infantry, along with one of their 38T light tanks. It's just a Polish tank, but I'm just pretending it's a 38T for now. And along with their single fighter for the Air Force. So, pretty okay standing army until the Sudetenland falls eventually to Germany. Here's the Yugoslavian army. Infantry and a cavalry, along with their not in too good shape rusting torpedo boat destroyer. This is the Belgian army. The militia goes to the Belgian Congo, so, you know, just enough to defend their colonial holdings. This is Romania. Infantry. They actually have one of the biggest European neutral armies. You can see there with the infantry classes, a few light tanks and motorized infantry. Here's their fighter for their Air Force, along with a torpedo boat destroyer, and their navy actually served for a pretty long time side by side with the Italian Mediterranean fleet. Here is the Portuguese army. Now, they only have one militia in Global 36, but in G40 they have infantry to defend their colonial holdings in Africa, along with this destroyer here. So I think that looks pretty nice for them. Here is the Polish army, a couple World War I French infantry, a couple armored cars and a fighter. Yeah, Poland looks pretty cool, and they can actually, you know, last for a round or two before they're eventually squashed by Germany and Russia. Now, you may notice that I added this coastal submarine, which they don't have in their original setup. But after reading about the Polish submarine Orzel, which went on like a pretty much huge adventure, like in World War II, sinking like tons of German merchant ships and German ships in general, I just had to add it. This is Sweden. A lot of these Scandinavian countries have a pretty good navy. So here you can see their coastal battleship and destroyer, along with a couple of their blue camouflaged ships. I did not add finished tanks before, so I finally got to painting those up. Yeah, they look pretty nice. This is the Swedish Navy. Sorry, the last one was Norwegian. Yeah, but here's the infantry for Sweden, along with their navy of a coastal battleship and a torpedo boat destroyer. They have a few. Their army keeps getting bigger and bigger as you keep placing stuff down through the years. So I have anti-aircraft gun, artillery, tanks. You can see they actually have a pretty large navy and army towards the end of the game. So hope you enjoyed this last look at all my painted up neutrals, and I hope to see you again. The next video I'll probably be releasing is my painted French army. So hope to see you again. Cobra out.